Okay, check, check, check. Are we good? We're good. All right, I am. Hey guys, I'm streaming again. I'm out here in Tokyo Central, and I'm coming to a shrine that I have driven past hundreds, literally hundreds of times, and I've never actually been here. I don't know really what to expect. Um, I don't even know what the name of this shrine is. But I'm just here on my motorcycle ride, and I thought I would bring you along with me. So, do you guys want to come check out this shrine? Let me see if I can find the name of this place. Inari. Okay, so there's like you guys. This is a Choose Your Own Adventure 360 stream. You can. Um, I hope you can hear me. Okay, I might be muffled a little bit. That should be better. You can turn the camera around any way you want to look at it. I'm using my 360 camera. I guess you guys can't see it, but oh, interesting. I can like hide the wires and stuff. All right, I should work on that. Um, well, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna tote us around this little place. It looks pretty cool. It looks quite important. It's always here, and this is the parking lot, and I don't know what to expect. It's famous because it has these red lanterns outside of the front. And this looks like it's the sort of shrine's administration over here to the right. And like you can choose your own way to look at it. And it looks like they have a little market in there, a little souvenir market. Looks really cool. And then I'm assuming they're doing some kind of. すみません、この神社なんていうの？豊川稲荷。豊川稲荷。ありがとうございます。豊川稲荷。Toyokawa Inari. I wonder what it's famous for. Okay, it looks really cool. Like it has these red chochin lights, these red lanterns that light up at night that look really spectacular, and these big flags. Toko, I'm gonna already forget it. Toku Nari. No, I already forgot it. I knew I was gonna forget it. I should have written it down. Toko, you guys can go back and. There's my trusty steed. Can you see my deadhead sticker on my? That's Tokyo Record style. And then what is Toko something Inari? It's not Tokugawa. Tokonawa Inari. Okay, so there's Kitsune. Kitsune is the protector. I really have to become better. Okay, this is maybe like a fox. I see a lot of foxes. There might be a. The fox is the messenger. He takes the messages between the kami-sama. Wow. There's a lot of people waiting in line. Well, I've never been here. Wow. Wow, this place is gorgeous. Oh, man. It's really beautiful. Wow, I've never seen these foxes this big before. That's where Shisa would normally be. But instead it's Kitsune. I'm just gonna walk around a bit and check it out. I'm not sure why there's so many people here today. What's back there? Something happening back there. Lots more. That's one of the Fukushijin. Shichi Fukujin, sumasan. One of the seven lucky gods. Here's a kitsune playing with a ball. I've never seen that before. Come on, Brian. I don't know if it's just staying. I don't know how this all works. Wow, he's beautiful. He looks like he's all smooth. Wow, he's real nice. I want to see what's back there. Why is everybody going back? Oh my God, look at this. Oh, look at all the foxes. Okay, this is the fox shrine. I thought, wow, look at all these foxes. They're like little, oh, I've never seen those lions. Look at these. Look at those guys. They're like flying foxes. Wow, that's cool. San Shin Dan, God of Prosperity. Wow, this is really cool. Look at all these foxes. They've got the messengers. Look, see how that works? They're all holding like little messengers. They're all a little different. This guy's got a little one. This guy's got a long one. This guy's like laughing. Are the people, is this where they're lining up? It looked like there was like a lake or something back there. A little pond. Oh, this place is wicked. I have never been here. Everybody's coming to this one. I see. And what's back here? Oh, those. Can't get past here. Okay, it's no sign. Oh, you can't go back here. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely the fox. The fox shrine. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back here and make like a real proper video. I'll study about it. I'll find out what I can about it and I'll come back here. Yeah, I'll come back here another time. Interesting. Okay, I would normally do my prayer. Should I just do it? I'll just do it. I'm here, the main place. Okay, I hope you guys don't get disconnected. It's like it's real tricky. If you touch this thing just a little tiny bit, it disconnects. Okay, a little wonky, but my coin didn't go in the coin box. It like hit the middle thing and just like bounced right over. Okay, we're kind of close to the Imperial Palace. This must be some interesting place. And I see the Buddha is here as well, which means it's like one of these ones that's kind of mixed up. It's like Shinto and Buddhist. I'm pretty sure that's the Buddha, but maybe it's not. I don't really know. It's like hard to make sense of all this stuff. Right? But that looks like a mother. That looks like a woman. That doesn't look like Buddha. Buddha's is not typically having babies, but I see it standing on the lotus. So that seems like it should be Inari-kan, Kai-kan. What is this? Welcome to Tokugawa. Okay, it is Tokugawa. Tokugawa, not Tokugawa. Tokugawa. Tokugawa Inari Tokyo Betsuin. It's pretty cool. I should get like a information. I'll study about it. Maybe I'll just look it up online. Tokugawa Inari. And here's the Omamori. Gary probably wants an Omamori. This might be a place to come and get you one next time, Gary. Okay. Very cool. This has got to be a lot of people lining up. I bet the fox takes your messages to God. That's why everybody's coming here. They have a message that they really want to send to the Kami-sama. That's the God. So our motorcycle gang is leaving. I'm going to leave with them. I'm going to put you guys back on the thing. And so long as we don't run out of battery, we'll keep going. Okay, you go there. So again, like for anybody who's tuning in, I'm streaming from the 360 camera, the Insta360 X5, and you can move them with your mouse or your finger. You can move the screen in any direction you want. You can just turn it any way you like. And I can't see the comments, unfortunately. So, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. I have a brake leak. Man, this bike is done. Yeah, I have a brake fluid leak. It's not good. Okay, let's go home. We'll go a quick zip around Tokyo, and then we'll go home. That's not good. So hello if you're just tuning in. I'm Brian from Tokyo Record Style, and I'm a 20-year Tokyo resident, and motorcycles are kind of a part of my story here in Tokyo. I kind of got attached to this place through motorcycles. The very, very, very first people that I met, on basically the very first night that I arrived in Tokyo, just as a backpacker coming through the place, I met these guys who were like, you have a motor? We just got to talking on the street, and they were like, I told them I had motorcycles back home, and they said, can you ride? And I said, yeah. And they said, are you licensed to ride? And I said, yeah. They're like, are you sure? And I'm like, positive. I got the International Motorcycle Driver's License. And they were like, do you want to go drive around Tokyo with us tonight on a Saturday night and just cruise around? Just like zip all over the city. We have an extra motorcycle. I was like, oh my God, yes. I very much want to cruise around Tokyo on a motorcycle with you cool dudes. And so next thing I know, I'm going on these very streets that we're driving on right now. And I'm just following these gang of motorcycle banditos. And they've got little cafe racers and all sort of matte black Batman, you know, Batman styled out. Really, really cool. And they were like, you can split the lanes. Another nice bike, SR. And I checked for the cops. And yeah, then one of those guys who I like really became great friends with said to me, hey, let's trade places. Why don't you, I want to go to India. I want to go travel around the world. Why don't you come and take over my apartment, take over my motorcycle, take over my life, and we'll trade places for a year or something. I said, okay. So next thing I know, I had a little apartment in Tokyo and I had a little motorcycle and I just started leaving the house. It was I lived in Shinjuku or Hatagaya near Shinjuku, kind of a not very hip neighborhood at the time, but now it's become quite a hip neighborhood. This is the Imperial Palace to the left. This is the main police station in front of us. You can navigate the camera any way you want. These are all sakura trees. They're very, oh no, wait, these aren't sakura, are they? I don't think, maybe they are. Could be, I'm not sure, I forgot. But anyway, this is a really scenic part of the center of Tokyo. We're right in the heart of the city. The Diet building where they make all the laws is over here. This is I just mentioned, this is the main police station in Tokyo. What do they call the main precinct? Take him down to the precinct. Dano, book him. This is where they book him. And this is the moat that circumnavigates the Imperial Palace. And then if you can see this big string of buildings in front, that's called the Marunouchi. It's the Marunouchi district. And it's where they have all the big offices. This is where the GHQ, government headquarters of the occupied American forces, when the from like 45 to 55 or however long I should know this, but however long the U.S. occupied the city, basically occupied the country. I mean, they're still basically, I don't really know that history. Somebody maybe drop I mean, I know the history, but I just don't know how long exactly, how the transition went. How did the Americans get out of Tokyo, essentially? The GHQ, the general headquarters, how did that dissolve? How did they sort of hand the city back over to Tokyo? Yeah, so I can't see any comments is the thing. So forgive me if you're commenting and I'm not replying. I can't, this is the nature of this live stream on the 360 camera. Doesn't allow for comments and engagement with chat. It's a nice day for a drive though. So to the left is the Imperial Palace and there's people out, it's where the Emperor and Empress of Japan live. There's not a castle. There's not a giant sort of noteworthy piece of architecture. There's like a little fort that's like the protecting fort, and there's some outer gardens, but there's no giant palatial castle that you would normally see it. Whoa, dude, that's not cool. Anyway, I walked around here on the live stream a while ago. It was kind of fun. If you can hear my bike, it's like the motor's going. I got a burned valve, maybe busted cam, not sure. I've got the clutch is going out. The clutch is popping out of first and second gear. That's not good at all. My wife just sent me an email with a giant bill that we have to pay, which means this bike is not getting fixed anytime soon. This is what is this one? That's the Palace Hotel. I've done some jobs there. That place is super, super luxurious. This is the Outer Gardens. The gardens where you can go kind of actually explore for free, I think. It's just a nice day. I thought I'd go for a drive. And they're having a little karaoke gap out today, but I'm and record shopping for a while, for a little while at least. I just scored some super rare records that I'm very stoked about that nobody will care about except for me, really. Um, yeah. Leave a comment, hit the like button maybe, I don't know. You know? Maybe just throw Tokyo Record Style some like and subscribe love. Just for shits, if you wouldn't mind. Maybe go open up some past videos and like some of them. If you're entertained, if you feel like you want to see more of the channel, you know, I don't know, going for different things, doing some interviews, doing some videos, doing some 360 live streaming. You know, I realized that I've never been to this museum. This is an important museum. Modern, I don't know what that museum, I want to go there sometime. I've never been there. That's been on my list of places to go for a long, 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 long time. We'll go here just because, I mean, we've been here 10 times now. Because, more maybe even, because, but I can't drive past it without coming. This is I don't know, there's groups of school kids who come here every day, junior high kids. I think it's like what was the place that we used to go to in Oklahoma City? We used to drive to like the Omniplex, the Science Museum. But there's better science museums in Tokyo, but maybe not. Maybe that is the definitive science museum. I don't know. There's the Natural History Museum over near Ueno. That's pretty impressive. Lots of science in that building. But I've actually never been to this one either, the Science Museum. There's also the Electricity Museum, and I feel like there's other sort of scientific adjacent museums that I've been to. And this is the world famous Budokan, live from Budokan. And just because it was so close, I had to stop here again. Looks like there's a show going on tonight. I don't know who's playing, but it looks like there's a lot of subculture characters all dressed up. And what are they dressed up as? Who's playing? MX Festival, the Tokyo Channel 9 MX Festival. So I'm guessing there's like 2 days of idol bands, idol groups of some sorts. That's the merch table over there, the merch tent. And you actually can't come through. I don't think you can pass through here I think it's a dead end. Yeah, it is. But anyway, I just want to show you the Budokan. Kind of cool. Many famous Talking to, there goes, oh wait, let me, so it means matching, I think. And the, how are we doing on battery? We're okay on that battery. Let me switch over to this battery. Let's hope that works for a little while. What's this way? I just want to see what's down this way. I don't remember. I think there's just a little loop down here, but I'm curious what's down here. Just explore the gardens here. It's just a little dead end. Okay, there's a little sprawling park. Where does this go? All right, another little spot. Oh. Okay, I've never been this way. Another little spot you can go. Oh, there's that building. Okay, this is where the highway drops off when you get off the highway. Interesting. Okay. So when I got that motorcycle, when I first came to Tokyo, like every day I would just, leave the house and drive around and make a little circle and then come back home, and I would just, this was before there was iPhones. I had a map book. So you would just drive in a circle and, try to find your way back and look for familiar places. And yes, I had a map, but I kept just venturing further and further and further. And that's how I kind of got to know the city. And, I don't really think you can truly know the city by training it everywhere you go. There's just so much more to know to the city by moving on ground level. The trains go above ground some of the trains go above ground, but lots of the trains go underground, and you just kind of get off the beaten path a little bit. And this is like probably, 15 National Archives of Japan. What is that? National Archives. And there's the Modern Art Museum, and here's the place where you can do a U-turn. But as you kind of get to know the city more and more, there's just like so much more to enjoy. And you can see so much more of it, on the street level. Like the bike really made a big difference. I don't know if I would have lived here, to be honest, if it weren't for the motorcycle. The motorcycle really, it's a motorcycle town. And nobody talks about that. And nobody I don't know if people think of Tokyo as being or Japan as being like a motorcycle place, but it's so much is. It's a great town for a bike. It ceases being such a huge town. I mean, it reduces the size of the city, by 75%. You can just never possibly see it all, even with a car, because it's just getting across town is by car is actually about the same as a train. You're a little bit more comfortable, you have a bit more freedom, but the bike is it's just like you might as well have your own, helicopter. You can go anywhere, and you can squeeze through any little place. Ooh. Whoa, something just dropped. My keys just dropped. Sumimasen. Whoa, that's fucked up. Hold on a second. Whoops, that's not good. Wow. Sumimasen, gomenasai, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Sorry about that. Will my bike start? Oh my god, my bike will start up without a key. Don't tell the thieves. I'm gonna go for it. Wow, that was dangerous, Mike. This bike is so bordo. It's so broken. Man, I need a new bike so bad. Shot in the dark, but if anybody has a motorcycle that's collecting dust, if anybody's watching this and needs to get rid of a motorcycle, I am in desperate need of a new one. This thing I think is beyond, it's just like it needs a whole rebuild entirely. The ignition's broken, fucking brake fluid's broken. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna do it. Sorry about that. I know that's not good, man. I'm sorry. The clutch, that's the worst. The clutch is going. The engine's like, oh, that's the worst. But now the clutch is going. This is Tokyo FM in front of me. This is where they do some famous radio. I got to do a radio show there with my friend Love Chang. She invited me to come do radio, and man, she was so cool. She had so much charisma, radio personality, just so confident, so cool. Recording artist Love Kakino, I think is her last name. Like I can't blast off the starting line because my clutch pops out. Woohoo! We should maybe go pay a visit to, I mean, I'm already on this side of town. I should pay a visit to Totem Pole Photo Gallery. Anytime I have, you know, a little bit of time to kill, I do like to go to Totem Pole Photo Gallery. Maybe we'll hit it on the way there, on the way home. There's lots of great photo galleries over on this side of town, but Totem Pole is my favorite. It's run by, what's his name? Oh, forgive me. Spacing his name. Shino something song. She something song. I'll have to remember it later. And a collective of about 10 other photographers, one of whom is my pal, John Saipal from Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, and who's put his name on the map as the dude, the street photography guy who's made the best and biggest name for himself. Amazingly talented guy, super, super cool friend of mine and longtime cohort, and gave me the blessing to name this project Tokyo Record Style after his Tokyo camera style, and for that I'm incredibly grateful. Can you hear my clutch popping out of gear? Can you hear my, oh, it's awful, it's so painful. I don't think it has that many days left. I think it's like I'm gonna be immobile soon, very soon. Like it went from being like a little bit of an issue to a lot of an issue in a very, very short amount of time. Like a scary short amount of time. I need a new bike so bad. I need like a new bike would cost me, I don't know, probably could get a decent bike for $2,000. That's not that much. I should just spring for one, but I got other things that are taking priority at the moment. This road is called Koshu Kaido. It is one of the main Kaidos, one of the main roads that leads out of Tokyo. And it's quite long. It goes all the way from the Imperial Palace basically to my house. Like, there's like a road that leads away from the Imperial Palace, like basically in all directions, northeast, south, and west. You can't really go south because the Tokyo Bay is right there. But in all other directions, you can go northeast and west. And I live on the west side of the palace, and some of my friends live on the east side of the palace, the east side of Tokyo. Yeah, this bike. This over here on the right is the Fire and Police Museum. Kind of cool. They have a police helicopter in there, a fire helicopter. It's kind of cool. I gotta get some lunch too. I'm hungry. Maybe I'll end this stream over at Totem Pole Photo Gallery. So come with me over to Totem Pole, and then we'll shut this thing down. I think it's this street. I can't remember, like, I always get it wrong. No, this is it, I'm sure. Can I go right here? Or do I have to go around? I can't go right. Alright. Can I? I don't think I can actually. Ah! Look at this beautiful 911. That's my dream car right there. Wow, what a beauty. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Just cruising around Tokyo on a Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna go home and work on some photos and work on some work stuff and work on some. I have some videos in the can. I'll try to. Oh, I just remembered. I bought something I gotta go pick up. So we'll go check out Totem Pole right now. I doubt John will be there, but if he is, that would be insane. But he's probably not going to be there. But and the photographer who's ever exhibiting today, I have no idea what the show is. But they might be there. They might be willing to talk. No idea. Okay. 40 minutes just rambling on the bike. I hope that's not terribly annoying. Maybe there's 0 people watching. I have no idea. I wish I could see. Maybe send me a text if you're watching and you're inclined. Send me a text on Instagram at Tokyo Record Style on Instagram at Tokyo Record Style, and send me and say, "Yo, I watched your live stream," because I won't be able to see the comments. I know that's a pain in the ass, but if you're watching and enjoying, I'd love to know. But I won't be able to know for like 12 hours because it takes that long to like somehow process the comments. But I can get the Instagram comments immediately. Okay. What? Totem Pole's closed? What the hell? Why is Totem Pole closed? That's weird. Okay. Bummer. All right, well, what do we do? I think I'm gonna sign off. Maybe, or do I keep going? I'm just going anyway. Maybe I'll just bring you with me. I guess we just keep going. Wow, it's closed. What's up with that? Is it too early or something? 2 o'clock? I would think it opens at noon or 1. There's a really awesome shop right here. If you're into like, is that? Oh no, wait, maybe we passed it. Oh, that looks amazing. Maybe I'll, oh shit. I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll go have lunch at Freeman Shokudo, Freeman Shokudo, which is a really cool barbecue place, but lunch is like 20 bucks. It's really nice and it's really worth it. But I need to save money because of this giant tuition bill I just got this morning. Yeah, so if you like the stream and you're getting value from the stream, I welcome. Oh, okay. Here we can go off on this for a little while. I welcome your. I welcome your support. I know it's like ridiculous to ask, but I'll go ahead and ask. I welcome anybody supporting the channel. I would love to continue to grow the channel. I would love to continue to make more and better content. I would like to, when Apple announces that it's this like $13 a month or $28, whatever I think it's like a $13 a month fee for Final Cut Pro. I think I'm gonna spring for Final Cut Pro. And I don't know if that will make the videos, but it'll have a little bit more options. I'm sort of stuck with a few things that iMovie, that's all it gives me. I know that DaVinci Resolve is, a similar free product, but it's just like I kind of want to work in the Apple space because it's so familiar to me and it's just so intuitive to me. I feel like I get overwhelmed in Adobe because there's so much. It's not that it's like I can't do it. It's just that I waste time because there's just like so much you can do. And I find myself like searching for tools. And I'm just like, they're buried in menus. And I'm wondering, like, it's been years since I've used Final Cut. Okay, we're going under a tunnel here. We might lose some connection. Give us 30 seconds. This poor bike, she served me so well, but her time is up. But I will say, like, if you're, I don't know, if you like to get a peek of Tokyo and, like, I want to have a value for value exchange. I want to make something, of value for you. So if you want something from Tokyo or you want to see something in Tokyo and it's worth you throwing 5 or 10 or 20 bucks at so that you can see it, let me know. I'm happy to try to make something happen. Or if you want to see it over the course of some videos, then consider becoming a YouTube member. And if you do become a YouTube member or a Patreon member, which you can also do on my website, tokyo.record.style, you will get access to this Discord that we're building right now that's like, all the cool kids are in it, or there's some cool kids in it, not all of the cool kids are in it yet, but everybody who is in it is very cool. And it's very active and engaged, and we're all very stoked to be hanging out with each other. And it's not really about Tokyo, it's about records and love for music, and it's just a vibe, It's just like, we're just hanging out. and I want to add more stuff to it. But you know, we're trying to make a place where people who not just talk shit and not just like, you know, goof off, but like it's really all about music. And we've got like different channels inside the Discord at the moment. One of them is called Top 5, and every week we're asking people to put in their top 5 records that they've been listening to that week. I need to sort of corral it a little bit, because I think there's this notion that we're going to have themes that are connected to each week, and then there's this other idea that we're not going to have themes, and like I need to decide what we're going to do. But anyway, there's access to the Discord, and if you can't afford, and I totally completely understand if you can't, but if you can't afford the lowest membership of the Tokyo Record Style membership tier, what's going on here? Okay. There's a big truck coming out. All right. Then you probably don't know anything about this, but you can, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can, Amazon Prime gifts you, this comes with your Amazon Prime account. You have a one free gift of a Twitch subscription to give to somebody each month, right? This is a little bit crazy, but every Twitch has a, I think, I have to look into this more. I don't have anybody who's doing this yet, but like every Twitch person who streams on Twitch, and I stream on Twitch sometimes because when I like to play records online, I stream to Twitch. And I want to be better at doing it more frequently, but I'm trying my best to like stream there from time to time. And what you can do is with your one free Twitch subscription gift that you don't even realize that you have, that I didn't realize that I have, you can gift it to somebody each month. And it doesn't cost you anything to give it. So, and I think it's worth like $5 or $10. And if you want to say, oh shit, I want to get in on that Discord, but I don't want to become a YouTube member because I don't have an extra $3 to throw around or whatever it is, like, I understand. But if you are already subscribing to Amazon Prime and you're like, well shit, I'm just, my one free Twitch subscription that I can gift to somebody must be wasted because I'm definitely not giving it to anybody, send me a text by Instagram and say you're keen to do that. And if you are keen to do that, then I will get into it. I'll do it when I get home. I'll figure out how you do it. I might not actually even be eligible to get that subscription yet, but maybe I am. I'm not sure. I think you have to have, I might not be past that threshold, but I can work on that. But I do want to, I don't think that you have to, I don't think that by monetizing your channel, I don't think it compromises your, I don't think it's mutually exclusive, like that you have to have an unmonetized channel and, you know, be all about VC and music. I think you can have both, I think. And the reason I think that is because I've worked my ass off to make videos and to tell stories from Tokyo and basically use my extra time to talk about music and as best I can. And for somebody to like throw $3 at it or throw a super chat at it, it's fucking super meaningful. Am I still going here? Is everything locked in? Am I, uh-oh. Oh no, I'm still okay. All right, this is working. And if YouTube's gonna take my if it's gonna monetize if it's gonna put commercials on my videos anyway, then I definitely want to. And the other thing is that I understand like a lot of you VC people are not premium YouTube members. I just kind of assume that, I mean, I have kids who are watching YouTube and I do not want them, spending, I don't know how I feel about them just watching YouTube videos, but like to watch, 2 minutes of commercial for every 3 minutes of video that they watch, I don't want them to have to deal with that. So I'd rather them get directly to, the how to play guitar lessons or the, comic book stuff or whatever even goofy stuff they want to watch. I'd rather them like get to that immediately and not have to waste time on commercials. So it's a no-brainer for me to get that YouTube Premium for like $10 a month or 15, whatever it is, and my whole family uses it. So it's okay. But I just assume like anybody who like cares about their time, I mean, I would think that would be more important than like Netflix or anything else, maybe not, but that's my take on it. But I totally get it if that's not your thing. Like I completely get it. And I get that all these like subscriptions to Lightroom and Spotify, they all add up. And last night, I told you, I went to this club to show off this. I went to a nightclub last night, and everybody is smoking. And it's just so, I feel so bad for them all. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are just killing yourselves and you're killing me. And you're killing everybody who doesn't smoke. And I almost get like why anybody would smoke, because if just one person or, 5 people are smoking, it just makes it miserable for everybody who doesn't smoke. Even if one person's smoking, it just gets on your clothes. And God, I'm sorry for being like, I smoked. I was like, like a social smoker for a while. I just, I like to roll cigarettes and, funny cigarettes, but I gave that up a long time ago. But I had this whole strategy that was kind of silly, but I was like, because it gets on me. Like, not only does the inside, I should refuse these jobs. I should just refuse these jobs. But the money was decent, and it was sort of like an industry thing where I kind of just wanted to show my face. But it kills me. It just killed me. And I packed my wares for how to get home in like completely new clothes. Like I made this whole plan of I'll wear these clothes, and then when I get there, I'll change into these other clothes, and then by the time I get back to and I was literally at my motorcycle at like 2 a.m, and in a parking lot, I was like naked, changing to clean clothes so that my backpack and like my jacket and everything, like I wanted to minimize that smoke thing as best I could. Oh, this poor bike. She's just dying a slow death. I think this is going to be her last season. I don't think she's going to make it all through the summer. I got to come up with a contingency plan. I have three Leica M cameras that never, ever, ever get used. And they're my treasures. And they're each worth about, I don't even know. They're worth a lot. And I can't bring myself to sell them, but I need to sell them. They never get used. And they would bring somebody else happiness. But I imagine that there's going to be this day in my life where I'm going to use them again. And I'm going to have this, like, once the kids are gone, I'm going to start shooting again. But by that time, I think I'm going to be like fully digital. I'm going to have a digital Leica. I don't think I'm going to ever go back to film, except for Polaroid film, if I still use film. So I think I got to get rid of these film cameras, but maybe the window of time is closing, actually. I so wish I could engage with comments. I wonder if anybody's watching. This is actually the 4th time I've been online today. Oh shit. I forgot I don't have my key in my ignition. It's in my pocket because it fell out earlier. Oh shit, that's not good. So I have to like ride the clutch to get it so it won't pop out, which is like further damaging the clutch. Oh, this guy's crazy. I know this guy. I see him out there sometimes. He's nuts. Oh, today is a special day in Tokyo. Today is Juken. This is the big one day a year where all the tests are being taken for all the junior high schools and middle schools junior high schools and high schools and colleges, and all the Juken tests are taken today. That's probably why the shrine was so crowded, is people were praying that their kids and family and loved ones get good grades on their scores, on their good scores on their tests. Oh, I think I'm exhausted. Okay, I'm going to drive you to my little Hamadayama area and then I'm going to sign off. Maybe I'll stop and get some stuff from Caldi. Man, we never talk about politics on this channel. I never really want to. I keep my political views really close to my heart, and I feel a very strong sense of privacy about them. And it's not that I like don't want to share them with others, or I don't want to express my political views. It's that I don't want to be defined by them. I really don't think politics is like, that doesn't completely make up a person. It's part of a person, but it doesn't completely make up a person. And I know lots of people that I disagree with, like I deeply disagree with them, and yet I like them a lot. And maybe there will come a day where I talk about my politics a little bit more. I'll be a little bit more outspoken about it, but I've just grown up this way for so long that I don't really care to talk about it. But what's going on in the States with this ICE situation and this Minnesota thing, man, it seems like a Rodney King kind of situation. It seems like if that guy, if the ICE guy who shot that girl, if he gets exonerated, whether you agree with him or not, it's going to be like riots. I mean, maybe it won't be, but it seems like it seems like from my perspective that it's such a, and maybe just time will make it all mellow out and it'll be fine. But right now it seems like, wow, if he doesn't get convicted, people are going to go wild. That's nerve-wracking. I'm worried about you, America. I'm thinking about you, and I'm glad I'm not there. I'm genuinely glad I'm not there. Or I should say, it's not that I'm glad I'm not there. I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad. Worry about the cops coming and like taking me or my neighbors away. I mean, there is a level of like genuine, you know. I mean, if they did, what could I do to stop them? If they just knocked at my door, Japanese police are like generally very, very, very sweet, but if you, they're not. Sometimes you just can't. You can't talk to them. Like you just can't talk to them. This is what I want. This bike in front of me is a new Clubman, a brand new Clubman. That's what I want. It's a 350cc Clubman and it's brand new. That's what I want. I'm just gonna put it out there into the ether. If I could get one of those, and those are $5,000. Those are like $5,000 US. I need quite a lot to get one of those, but that would be the dream come true. Just dependable, safe. It's gonna last me it's gonna be the last bike I ever buy. Another Clubman. It would be my 5th Clubman. Okay, I'm parking here and gonna do a little shopping. This is where I'm gonna sign off. I just need to find a little spot that's good right here. Okay. I really would love to know if you watched. If you watch and you enjoyed and you hung out for a while, maybe you didn't. Maybe they're like I'm just talking to the ether. But if you did, and you care to just acknowledge or just help let me know that you just did it, I would just leave a comment on my Instagram so I just know. I would love to know. Look at those gloves. They're quite cool, eh? That's a cool shot. Yeah, just so I know that you watched Tokyo Record Style on Instagram. And if you have some ideas for me or for the channel or some comments or on anything that I talked about today, I welcome your comments and I'd like to engage with you either in a one-to-one chat or in the comments on the video, although I don't know if you can leave those right now. But anyway, I'm being one of those guys who's like talking to his camera. I'm going to end this thing. I'm going to go shopping at Caldi. It's like an import store where they have like coffee and tea and olives and capers and pate and goat cheese and peanut butter and pickles, like stuff I kind of miss from home. So I'm going to go get a few things. All right, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. See you on the next one, yeah? Maybe another stream in the next, I don't know, 24 hours? Could be. All right, until next time. Bye. Thank you. Appreciate you being here.